Have you ever sat in a veterinary office and heard, there's another test you can do? Maybe there's surgery that might be good for your pet. There is a specialist. And then quietly you think, how am I going to pay for this? If you have been there, please know this, you are definitely not alone. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne Berg. I am a therapist and a certified grief educator, and this video is part of my pet loss and bereavement series. Today, I want to talk about what many of my clients seek help for, and that is what happens when veterinary medicine has possibilities, but your wallet does not. This can bring up guilt, shame, anger, helplessness, and the heartbreaking feeling that you failed your pet. But not being able to afford every possible treatment does not mean you did not love your pet. This is a very painful and very human experience. So today, I'm going to cover 1, why veterinary medicine can feel overwhelming. 2, why money becomes tangled with love. 3, how to talk with your veterinarian. 4, why quality of life matters. And 5, what may help. So veterinary medicine has changed so much in such a short period of time. There are now advanced scans, specialists, surgeries, emergency hospitals, pain management options, and medications that can extend or improve life. Now that can be wonderful, but it also means pet owners may be asked to make some very expensive decisions, sometimes very quickly. You may find yourself asking not only what is medically possible, but also what is financially possible, and that can feel unbearable. Now, research supports what many of us pet owners already know. Pet loss can be a profound grief experience. But research also shows that cost is a major barrier to veterinary care. Some people have to delay care, they have to decline treatment, or face heartbreaking end-of-life decisions because the cost is beyond what they can manage. Now, I have a lot of these research sources that may interest you on my website, petlossandbereavement.com, under resources. One of the hardest parts is that money can become tangled up with love, and you may think, if I really love my pet, I would find that money. But love is not measured by the size of a veterinary bill. Love is measured by the life you shared, the walks, the routines, the feeding, the comfort, yes, the worry, yes, the years of care, and the way your pet mattered to you. Maybe you paid for that extra examination. Maybe you tried some medication. Maybe you asked all the right questions. And maybe you kept your pet comfortable. Maybe you chose not to put your pet through something invasive. That is not nothing. Sometimes the most loving decision is not the most expensive decision. Sometimes the most loving decision is the one that protects your pet from suffering. Now remember, this is not your veterinarian's fault. They may be telling you what is possible because they want you to have all the information, not because they are trying to make you feel guilty. You can ask them, I love my pet very much, but I have financial limits. Can we talk about what is most important right now? What is essential today? What can wait? Is there a less expensive option that still keeps my pet comfortable? Are there payment options or a staged treatment plan? Would comfort care or palliative care be appropriate? Sometimes there may be a way to work something out. It is also worth asking whether the clinic knows of charities, humane societies, local funds, or rescue groups that help with veterinary costs. I've put together a list of some of these organizations on my website as well. Please note that this is not an easy process and you may have to qualify, and this may not be right for everyone. But researching these options with your veterinarian is key. They are more than happy to make an appointment with you to talk things out. More treatment does not always mean better quality of life. Sometimes treatment gives hope. Sometimes it creates more stress, discomfort, or suffering. Choosing comfort care, palliative care, or euthanasia is not automatically a failure. Sometimes comfort is the kindest choice. In some ways, these decisions may remind us of difficult human medical decisions. Emotionally, the struggle can feel familiar. You may ask the same questions. What is medically possible? Will treatment improve quality of life or only extend their suffering? Unfortunately, a lot of the difference is that your pet cannot verbalize their wishes. In fact, they often hide their pain and suffering. So, what can help you? What is this light at the end of the tunnel? First, try to slow this moment down. Even one gentle breath in and one gentle breath out can help you feel a little more grounded. Then, when you are able, write down your questions as I've mentioned above. Ask your veterinarian what the options mean, not only medically, but practically. It may also help to ask yourself, what did I do for my pet throughout their whole life? This is important because grief often focuses on what we could not do. But love includes everything you did do. You may also need moments of distraction, and that is good and that is okay. Order in comfort food. Watch a gentle show. Call someone safe. Rest if you can. This does not mean you are avoiding your grief. You are showing yourself compassion. It may simply mean your nervous system needs a small break. Now, in closing, when veterinary science outpaces your wallet, it can often feel unbearable. But possible does not always mean financially possible. It does not always mean emotionally possible. And it does not always mean that it's right for your pet's quality of life. Please do not confuse financial limits with lack of love. Your pet's life is measured by the relationship you shared, not by the treatment you could or could not afford. Grief is as individual as you are. There is no one right way to grieve, only your way. I can help you sort this out. Sometimes 1 or 2 sessions can help you feel less alone in your decisions, less ashamed, and able to take a few gentle steps back from the intensity of this grief. I will meet you where you are at in your story. You can reach me through my website, as I mentioned before, petlossandbereavement.com, or if you want to, you can email me at joannebergen1 veterinary.com. I will answer any of your questions. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and feel free to comment. Questions are most welcome. Take care and see you next time.